Hey folks, it's your buddy Fatal Rudy. Gonna do a recap of tonight's pay-per-view Payback. We'll go over what I predicted and versus what actually happened. It started off with the pre-show of Enzo and Cass versus the Club. It's a pretty short match. I predicted the Club to win. Enzo and Cass actually won the match. I'm gonna go out there and predict that they're probably going to be splitting Enzo and Cass up soon, or down the road a little bit. Potentially turning Cass heel. A lot of the matches go along this route. Cass will get some offense. He'll tag in Enzo. Enzo will get in some offense. He'll get his ass handed to him. He has to tag in Cass, who has to clean up and finish the match out. They're probably going to run along the lines of Cass having to carry Enzo, and that's what's going to break up the tag team. That's just speculation. We'll see how that goes further down the line. Then we had the segment of Miz TV. Wonderful. His guest was Finn Balor. Finn Balor comes out with all of his music and everything. Gets into the ring, and the Miz proceeds to run down Finn Balor. Finn Balor, says he wants to get the Universal title back. And the Miz tells him pretty much, well, that's around the waist of Brock Lesnar. Then proceeds to tell him that he's gonna re-injure. The Miz is gonna re-injure Finn Balor's shoulder. Finn Balor hits him with the sling blade and then a drop kick. Excuse me. Before heading back up the ring, or heading back up the ramp. Sorry. Then we had the U.S. title match, which was Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens, and whoever wins the match is going to be going to SmackDown. Almost immediately, as soon as the match started, Kevin Owens runs outside the ring. A little bit of offense happens. Get back in the ring. Owens had a good portion of the offense off the first. Chris Jericho, while they were outside, was working on Kevin Owens' arm. Messed it up pretty good, because when Kevin Owens tried to do the pop-up powerbomb on Chris Jericho, he couldn't do it. Chris Jericho put Kevin Owens in the walls of Jericho. Kevin Owens taps out. Chris Jericho wins. That's two that I was wrong on, because I picked Kevin Owens to win. So far, I'm not doing good on my predictions. Then we had the Cruiserweight title match, Austin Aries versus Neville. It was a pretty even match. It ended in a disqualification. Austin Aries won. I predicted Austin Aries to win, so I finally got one in the win column. But due to the fact that Neville pulled the referee down to try to break up a hold, he got himself disqualified, and a title cannot, under normal match rules, a title cannot change hands via disqualification. So Neville is still Cruiserweight champion. Excuse me. The next match was the Hardy Boys versus Sheamus and Cesaro for the tag titles. I predicted the Hardys to win, and they did. They won. It was a pretty good match. There was a lot of tags back and forth between each team. Jeff hit the Swanton Bomb on Sheamus to get the pin. After the match, Sheamus and Cesaro shake hands with the Hardys again. They go to leave the ring. You turn around and beat down on the Hardys. So I'm guessing that Sheamus and Cesaro are now a heel team. The next match was for the women's title match. Alexa Bliss versus Bayley. I predicted Bayley to win. Alexa Bliss won. It was a good even match. Bayley had a good bit of offense early on. Alexa Bliss finished her off with a DDT, got the belt, and proceeded to scurry up the ramp to get out of Dodge. So it'd be interesting to see who they're going to be putting as the number one contender for it. I'm going to guess there's going to be a match going on with what's her name, Mickie James, being that there was some unfinished business between them over on SmackDown. Then they had the match with Seth Rollins versus Samoa Joe. My prediction was Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins did win. It was a really good, strong match. A lot of nobody really had a it wasn't, nobody dominated any part of the match. It was pretty even, but on both sides. Seth Rollins got the pin, but it looked like, because they did show a replay of it, that Samoa Joe's shoulders were up, but there was no reversal of the ruling. They didn't reset the match or anything like that. So as it sits right now, Seth Rollins won. I guess we'll have to see tomorrow on Raw what'll come of the aftermath of that match. Then we had the House of Snores match. Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, and they split this match up in two parts. I think it started right before the Hardys match. Right before Seth Rollins. I'm sorry. In the house, it was all dark and blue lit with dolls hanging from the ceilings. Bray Wyatt would come in, hit Randy Orton, and then disappear, and that went on back and forth throughout the whole match. Bray Wyatt tilted over a refrigerator onto Randy Orton. The lights all of a sudden go red, and Bray Wyatt dips out in Randy Orton's limo. So then it breaks on there, and then they continue it back in the ring. One of the things I find funny is everything looked dark, even the outside, which makes no sense because when this was being aired in California and it's supposed to be live as it said on the screen, California there should still have been sunlight. So there's a little bit of a miscue on times for that match. But it came back into the ring. Orton took most of the offense in the ring. The Bollywood boys came running out. Started beating on Randy Orton. Jinder Mahal came out and struck him with the belt twice, which led Bray Wyatt to hit Sister Abigail on Randy Orton for the win. I predicted Orton to win, and Bray Wyatt won. So that's another one in the lose column. Then we get to the main event: Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns. Again. It was an alright match. Roman Reigns started off with a pretty good offense. Then Braun Strowman came in full force. He blocked a drive-by from Reigns. Hit him with a power slam. Tried to pin him. Got a 2 count. Hit him with a second power slam, and that got him the 3 count. He then goes outside, and throws in the ring steps, drops Roman Reigns face first onto the ring steps, and then throws the ring steps on top of him again. Roman Reigns was bleeding a little bit. They were helping him out of the ring, and Michael Cole, sold it as, well, Roman Reigns came into this match injured. Okay, well, I mean, from the looks of the match, and the way he started, he didn't start off injured. But it is what it is. We fast forward over to, they're trying to put him into an ambulance. Braun Strowman comes rushing in to attack Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns dodges. And Strowman smashes into the ambulance. Roman Reigns throws him into a bunch of boxes and hits him a few times, and we close on Payback. After I missed a spot, after Braun Strowman hit him with the steel steps. The crowd was cheering, "Thank you, Strowman." Thus, saying that Roman Reigns is not the most popular dude, according to the fans. It was an alright match. An alright pay-per-view, I should say. Look at my notes here. Out of all the matches, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8. All right, so I'm 50%. It was all right. Like I said, it'd be interesting to see what Raw looks like tomorrow, and we'll get that recap done after the broadcast. But yeah, we'll see what that goes, and we'll touch up on that. Leave a comment down below what you thought of the pay-per-view. If all your, who you predicted to win, how many you got right versus the total. And I will catch you tomorrow. I've been Fatal Roadie. You've been awesome. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And I'll catch you on the next shot. If it's too loud, you're too old. See ya.